Hi, my name is Charles, and I'm a bike mechanic at L.O. Bean in Freeport, Maine. Today I'm here to talk about a few simple things you can do to make sure your bike is safe to ride. Check your air pressure. All tires tend to lose air pressure if they sit for a while. Check your tires to make sure they aren't soft or flat. Use a pressure gauge or bike pump to check the pressure in pounds per square inch. The recommended pressure will be printed on the side of the tire. If you need to top them off, here's the right way to use an air pump. First, rotate the wheel so the valve sits at the 12 o'clock position. Then, attach the pump head and lock it into place. Inflate to pressure, and then remove the pump head by pushing it straight down off the valve. Don't wiggle it or you may damage the valve. While you're there, check your tire for signs of damage or rot. The tread on this tire is fine, but it is the casing that is cracking. Flex the sidewall to see if the cracking is evident. Even an unused tire will develop dry rot over time. Next, check your brakes. First, check the brake levers and cables to make sure they are tight and properly engage the brake pads to the rim. Next, check the brake pads themselves for wear. If there's less than 1/16 of an inch of pad left or the wear line is no longer visible, install new pads. Here's an example of some worn pads. Notice the debris embedded in the pad. This will make noise, wear the rim, and give poor braking. If your bike has disc brakes, judging the wear can be difficult. There's only 3 to 4 millimeters of pad material on new disc pads, and you may have to remove the wheel to see the pad clearly. If your brakes are making noise when applied, this is a sign of wear or contaminated pads. Having your disc brakes examined by a bicycle mechanic is recommended. Next, check your chain. Here's a quick way to determine if your chain is worn. Shift to the large chain ring and then pull the chain away from the teeth. If you can see daylight between the chain and the teeth, it's time to replace it. Keep in mind, the chain and the sprockets in the back wear together, so you may have to replace both. Often all that's needed is to clean and lube your chain. Apply a little citrus degreaser to a rag. Hold the rag to the chain and pedal backwards. Do this several times using clean sections of the rag. Now, apply lube sparingly to the center of the chain while pedaling backwards. Hold the clean rag to the chain and pedal backwards to remove the excess. Always use a synthetic bicycle-specific lube, such as T9 or Finish Line Dry. These lubes are lighter and will attract less dirt than a petroleum-based lube. If you use an aerosol lubricant, spray it on a rag first and not directly onto the chain. Lastly, check your points of contact on the bike: saddle, handlebars, and pedals. Worn grips or bar tape affect comfort and your ability to control the bike. Saddles can become firmer over time or even wear unevenly, making you uncomfortable. Pedals can wear to the point that they no longer provide adequate traction while riding, causing your feet to slip off. Updating these items can really make the bike feel new again. Now that your bike is ready, it's time to get out and ride.